Welcome to Coffee Talk, and thank you for joining us today. On this show, we'll be chatting about the latest CU band buzz and our guest best experiences and kind of anything in between. For our show today, we'd like to introduce you to Kaitlyn Sellers, who is a senior percussionist here and a special education major at Campbell. So, special. I'm sure special education is special. Mm-hmm. Tell us about your special experiences in the band program, in your major.
I have really specifically enjoyed drum circle. It's helped me release my own anxiety, and I've been looking into some ways to incorporate that into my future classroom because music has been such a big part of my life, and it's been a roller coaster, as I'm sure everybody who's involved in music can attest to, but it's helped me get through the worst parts of my life, and it's helped me get through the best parts of my life, and I want to open that up to my students so they can experience it in new ways.
I know for our viewers, drum circle, we do therapeutic hand drumming. That's part of some of the research we do here. Mm-hmm. And so, and provide that to all kinds of students, both in the honors programs and music majors and non-music majors, just to all of the students. So we've had a good time with that. Last semester, we had 27 drum circles in one semester, so which is a little absurd. So tell me some special, unique experience that you had and you really felt like you learned something special from that experience.
I definitely would say the experience that I learned the most from would be the trip to Germany. We learned a lot about time management and and making sure you packed everything. That was my first trip overseas.
Was it?
So
yeah.
I learned a lot about different cultures and just how to be respectful of that and how to ask questions, and it was just the best thing.
How to speak German words when you need to, like where's the water that doesn't have carbonation in it, right?
Yes.
So, we were talking about it before and laughing at others who, when found Coke or water, stocked up. So
yes, for sure.
Yeah. So how about your major? Any special experiences there where you did something and you connected to it? Mm-hmm. Anything in your major particularly?
Last semester I did Practicum, and that was probably the best experience. I know. Yeah. It was the hardest thing that I've ever done in my life.
Absolutely.
Balancing school full-time, and I was lesson planning every night, just that pretty much full-time. I was teaching the whole time that I was at school, which not many Practicum students do, but I learned so much, and that's the time that I really knew for 100% certain that this is what I want to do with my life.
For you, that's a great moment and a relief at the same time. Wow, I've spent all this time and some money to do this, so that's a great thing to have. And it's a culmination of all your classes. Finally, you see the purpose of things. And
yes.
So Practicum, I think, is always a good thing. So, yeah. So, how about just memories? You talked about Germany, but other just great memories, like, the first time in drumline, or the first time we did marching band, or any memories that you can lock into to say, man, these were great.
I remember visitation day, my first ever one. The only reason that I even had a second thought about Campbell was because there wasn't a marching band. So my junior year, when I heard that there was going to be one, I literally called my mom crying. I was so excited to get to march again, and I've had the best time being drumline section leader, one of.
Yeah.
And it's probably, I'm so upset that I have to leave my friends and stuff that I've made, but...
Yeah, it's called being a senior, right?
I know. Yeah.
But yeah, and it's nice to be part of history, where mm-hmm. you've done it now for 2 years, and so that's exciting. And I think that a lot of our alumni don't want to let go of those memories, so they come back and play in concert ensembles because mm-hmm. it's just part of their part of their life. So you've been here a while. You've done the victory lap of time, with an extra time, a little extra year to get the work done. You understand the philosophy of our program. So let's talk a little bit about that. What would you tell our viewers? What's the emphasis? What's the philosophy of the band program?
I would probably say just be honesty and just being open and upfront. I mean, even if you do something wrong, it's okay as long as you don't lie about it and you're just honest and you're like, hey, I messed up, bring a coffee or whatever.
Yeah, it's the dog house.
Yeah, bring a coffee and it'll be okay, and everyone here is just so willing to work with you and help you out to get where you need to be.
Yeah, because college truly is about development and developing as a person, not just a musician, but as a person. It's maybe even more so as a person. So that's absolutely part of the program. And I think my philosophy is that I always feel like it's the students and the music. Students first, and then let's do the best we can with the music. So I feel like that's a big, important part. So let's talk to the students who are considering coming here, about to come here. We are looking at likely a pretty large freshman class of band people. And what would you say? Can you remember way back when you were a first year student? What tip can you say when you first get here? This is some good advice.
Oh, there's a lot of advice.
Maybe don't do these things, or
I would say probably just make friends because the people that I'm graduating with, well, I'm not graduating this year, but the people that are graduating now, I mean, these have been my friends for 4 years, and everybody comes from a really diverse area, from a wide range. I mean, I know people from California all the way across the country. I know someone from Alaska even. Yeah. So it really helps open you up to the real world, and I think especially in the band program, there's people from all majors, and nobody else on campus gets that diverse of a group to play with and come together every single week.
Yeah. So you tell students to take advantage of that opportunity to be exposed to diversity and make friends who you didn't have any idea about that kind of person and what their interests are. Yeah, that's it. So how about for the student who is not going to be a first year? How would you tell them, or what tip could you give them to how am I going to finish well? How am I going to get it done?
My professor said something yesterday in class, actually, and she said that she knew this was a hard time for all of us, but you just have to remember to do the next right thing.
That's a great comment.
If you just do what you have to do next, don't focus on all the things on your list, focus on the next thing. You just have to keep pushing through and keep doing the next thing and stay on top of it.
Yeah, I think that's great advice. I think for all of us, exam time always feels that way. Concert time always feels that way. You just got to get the next thing done. That's always critical. So I'm with you there. I think sometimes students don't think about that. Professors feel that way too.
Yes.
I know when we get to break and students are like, yeah, it's breaking. It must not, you must not feel like it's meaningful to professors, but we're kind of happy it's break too. For the same reasons, to catch up on the work, maybe to catch up on some sleep, all of those things. So,
right.
But yeah, that's great advice. Just one step at a time. And I think it's about planning as well, executing your plan and kind of getting those things down in the calendar. Did you do a calendar when you first got here?
I did not.
And that was not a good choice, I take it.
No, it wasn't. Now I have a planner, and I was so excited when I bought my new planner. It's my nerdy thing that I like to do now is plan everything. Right before the semester starts, if the syllabuses are up in time, then I go through and I write down every test that I'm going to have in pencil because they're subject to change, and every assignment, and I just plan it all out so I know what's coming, but then I still just focus on that week or that day, whatever is going on.
Absolutely. Well, great. Well, I appreciate you coming and chatting with us. It's been a great time, and congratulations to you for finishing the course. And I guess in the fall, you've got your student teaching and everything wraps up. Do you wake up in the morning and go, "Oh my gosh, it's kind of done"? You know, I'm at the end, so you know that's got to feel exhilarating and scary.
Yes,
Is that
yes.
both?
100%. I cry a lot. Just
because it's the end.
It's the end, and it's scary, and
Yeah.
going into
Time
adulthood.
to get a job, right? And adult.
Yes, get a real adult paycheck, and then pay those real adult bills.
That's right. But I'm glad the band has been a part of teaching you some lessons to help you be an adult. All right. Well, be sure to tune in next time. Where we'll continue to talk to our guest and kind of get the lay of the land of the CU band buzz. So thanks for tuning in to Coffee Chat.